What up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 4, you guys, Episode 15. This is the mid-season finale, you guys. I don't know what the title of this episode was. It didn't show on my DVR, so I don't know. But you guys, before we go ahead and jump into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and you guys are not subscribed, do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also sharing the video. And with that out the way, you guys, without further ado, let us discuss Love and Marriage DC, shall we? All right, you guys, so the beginning of this episode, I don't know why we needed this scene. This scene seemed very forced. We see Kimmy, we see Tisha, and we see Tiffany going rock climbing. I'm like, this scene is straight up set up. Because ain't no way in hell that I could see Kimmy going to rock climbing with scratching, not even just Kimmy, Tisha. I don't see Kimmy and Tisha having no kind of a relationship with Tiffany. Tiffany of all people. This is letting me know that they, but you know that this is a setup for the couples trip. Child, I would have believed, I would have been better if Carlos told Melody, Kimmy, and Tisha that they need to film a scene together so that they can go on this couples trip. Well, I guess they can't go on a couples retreat with Melody because Melody is not a couple. But Tiffany of all people, Tiffany. I'm gonna say that one more time. We're talking about Tiffany. Okay, I guess. So they talk about the guys Atlanta trip. I really want to stop talking about this trip because they talk about the guys going to the rage room. The other thing that I'm sick of is hearing about Tiffany and Lewis and the marital issues with them, about him not getting enough sex. I don't really care. I don't care. Because first of all, I don't want to imagine Tiffany and Lewis having sex. I don't want that visual in my brain ever. I never want that visual. I would rather watch Mama D and Ernest than I would Tiffany and Lewis. And both are disgusting, but I would rather watch Mama D and Ernest. So then Tisha tells them, I've been seeing Dr. Francis, and I don't know if his wife is a therapist or not, but they do a couples retreat, and I think we should all go to the couples retreat. Tisha, this is gonna backfire. I'm just letting you know right now, this is gonna backfire and blow up in your face. Just letting you know that right about now. So they all agree to go on the couples trip. Okay. So then we see Melody. So Melody is with Miss Vanessa, and Melody is hosting an event. So they're opening up an amphitheater in Huntsville, and she's going to be one of the co-hosts. So she's trying to figure out something to wear. Everything that she brought out, Miss Vanessa did not like. So Miss Vanessa is like, she wishes that the children could, the children could be there. But I guess that this is the weekend that Martell has the kids, and she says that Melody says, me and Martell, we are not in a good space right now where we can do that. But I don't want things to be like this forever between me and Martell. And absolutely not. You don't want things to be contentious with you and Martell. You would hope that you guys could get to a point where you can be amicable. You can be in the same room with each other. You can be civil with each other. And I'm okay with Melody keeping her boundaries from Martell. I am cool with it. Protect your peace, your energy, and just stay cool, calm, and collected. I'm cool with that. So Miss Vanessa says that Martell is evil, and he's coming from an evil place, and he will remain in that place as long as he stays toxic. And as much as I love Miss Vanessa, let's keep it real. Both Melody and Martell had their toxic traits. And I think that's one thing that, when we were first introduced to Melody and Martell, season 1, Melody and Martell are basically like both sides of the coin. I think with Melody and Martell is he can't, when he gets irate and he gets angry, he can't control himself. Melody can kind of calm herself down. Well, not when it comes to Letitia though. So maybe not. But Melody and Martell both have Melody is not perfect, neither is Martell. So you calling him toxic? Let's call Melody what she is as well. Melody is toxic as well. So they're the same person, literally. So let's pause here, you guys, and move forward. So, next up, you guys, Martell, he meets up with Big Lou, who's at the batting cage, letting out his frustrations. Y'all, if I hear anything about Lewis letting out his frustration again, you know, the thing that bothers me when it comes to the men, especially in this episode, when it comes to two men in particular, Lewis and Maurice. Y'all talking about sex. You don't get enough sex. Okay, I hear you. I don't care. Period. I really don't care. My thing is, because when you listen to them talk, and I don't, like I said on Twitter last night, Tiffany and Lewis's storyline is just very fake. It really is fake. That I can tell you. Tiffany and Lewis are fake. But then somebody said, well, the same thing can be said about Maurice and Kimmy. There's a difference between Maurice and Kimmy, and I'm going to tell you guys what that is, right? I'm going to actually go ahead and tell you what the difference is. Yes, Maurice and Kimmy are talking about sex, and we'll talk about that later in the review. But the difference between those two is there's a bit of a difference between Maurice and Kimmy and Tiffany and Lewis. Difference number one, Kimmy didn't surprise Lewis with a wedding at a baseball stadium. That's number one. Number two is Kimmy, when she talks about Maurice, when she talks about Maurice, you can tell she loves her husband. When Tiffany talks about Lewis, it's as if she hates that man. Number three, what was my third? Oh, the third point is Tiffany is the one that is talking about she wants to have a baby with Lewis. Kimmy ain't said nothing about wanting to have a baby with Maurice. So those are some differences between those two couples. Now, with Lewis, like, you don't know how to beat your meat. I'm pretty sure you, as a teenage boy, you went in with your hands. I'm pretty sure at some point in your life you've gone in on your dick with your hands. So get to jacking. Like, because to me when they talk, it sounds like they just want their wives just to be there, just to lay on their backs or ride them. Baby, that would be, if I was Tiffany, that would be the only position that me and Lewis could do it in. Me on top of him. Because I just wonder whose titties are bigger, Lewis or Tiffany's. So, Martell tells Lewis that he is going to, he's preparing to take his test. He's going to take it in a few weeks. Then Martell hits us with just a slap in the face. Martell wants to be married again because he liked being married. He misses being married. He also wanted to say he misses his wife, which we all know that. Dolphin Mouth should really feel stupid. Like, Dolphin Mouth should feel like an idiot. This man, even after getting a divorce from his wife, he's not in a relationship with you, but I'm pretty sure you're still having sex with him. That girl is dumb. That girl is so stupid. I just don't understand Dolphin Mouth, two-parent household. He called you a peasant on television. He talked about you having a DNA test when he knew it was his child. You look dumb. The man never mentions you. Like, never. You're not even an afterthought. But he says, he's talking about how him and Mel don't really communicate. I mean, I wouldn't communicate with you either. I would talk to you about the kids, and that would be it. But he's saying she don't even talk to him about the kids. Do I believe that? You guys, I don't know. So you guys, next up, let's go ahead and talk about Kimmy and Maurice real quick. So Kimmy is telling Maurice about the retreat, and he tells her he doesn't want to go. He feels that after that one session that he had with Dr. Francis, he feels that he is just completely fixed. Baby, like I've said it plenty of times, and I'm gonna continue to say it one more time. If I was a woman there would be no way I would have any interactions, any dealings with a Scott family member that is male. Mm-mm. Couldn't be me. Wouldn't be me. No. Absolutely not. I will not have any dealings with those Scott brothers. Scott brothers, nephews, none. Nephews, sons, not a damn one of them. Because the apple for me wouldn't fall far from the fucking tree. I'm just being honest with you guys. Now, my thing is with Kimmy, because she was talking to him, and I got what she was saying. You don't always go seek You don't always go seek therapy just when you need help. You can always go see someone just to get a different perspective on things. It's not just because you have issues. You might want outside opinions on certain things. It's not just because you have issues. You can just go just for the help, the tools. But Maurice is a Scott brother. Maurice ain't no different from Marceau. Once again, that apple didn't fall far from the tree. I wonder what their father is like, or was like, if he's still among the living. So then we got on to sex talk with Kim and Maurice. And Maurice wants to have sex. I was like, what the fuck? Why are we talking about sex? Yeah, no. 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 Maurice, jack off. And Kim even compromised with him. He wants to have sex twice a day. She said every day. But I want to say it every day. I would say once or twice. I would say twice a week, 3 times a week, but not every day. I've never even had sex every day. I don't think I could. The most I've had sex in a week, the most I've ever had sex in a week, 3 times. I've had sex 3 times in a week. Yeah, I've had sex 3 times in a week, but I've never had sex 7 days in a row. I've never had sex twice in a day. Go to hell. Go to hell, Maurice. He says he'll go on a trip if she'll have sex twice a day. Okay, Maurice, go jack off. Let's pause here, you guys, and move forward. Lewis and Tiffany, you guys. Oh, God, I just be wanting to fast forward through they scene so badly. Oh, one question I want to know is, why is the grass always dead? So, and other question I have with Tiffany and Lewis is, why are you guys even going on this trip if Tiffany got to leave a day early? It's just for the weekend, and so that means you're only going for 1 day? Okay, girl. Do you? I don't understand how they're going to have a baby. He wants quality time. Once again, jack off. I just don't understand Tiffany and Lewis. Then we see Tisha. So Tisha is packing for the trip. Now, she doesn't tell Marceau, what's really going on, that, it's a couple's trip with Dr. Francis. And I was like, ooh, girl, this gonna blow up in your face. Mark my words, this is not gonna go over the way that you plan it or expect it to go. And then she used one of them old ho Ronnie ho quotes. Some of us gotta use what we got to get what we want. I was like, girl, did you just quote the Players Club? And she did. Let's segue right here, you guys. They went on a trip I don't know when it was, but I saw on Monday where Letitia posted this photo of she, Marceau, their daughters, and their son. And I posted it on my Twitter, you guys. The last thing I wanted to see on a Monday night was Marceau's titties. Marceau is bent over and his titties are just hanging. I was like, oh my God. Why did I have to see Marceau Scott's titties? I did not ask to see Marceau Scott's titties. I did not want to see Marceau Scott's titties. I didn't plan to see. I should have reported Tisha for nudity. Because, girl, nobody wanted to see Marceau's titties. So Tisha she told him it's a couple's trip. Now, she didn't tell him about the therapy. Girl, did you not learn your lesson when you sprung Dr. Francis on him the first time? that it didn't go that well, it's not gonna go that well this time. Actually, it might go well because did you guys see the previews of what's to come in the second half of the season, which premieres Saturday, September 10th, and that's when we're gonna get the fight that happened. Baby Marceau was sweating like ooh. And Miss Wanda, girl, you in them hands. But I will say, Melody did walk up on her. But I'm going to defend Melody in that situation because Miss Wanda has been speaking on her children. And she's a mama bear defending her cubs. So I'm here for it. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, this is gonna backfire. It's gonna backfire on Tisha, and it might backfire on Lewis too, because Lewis didn't seem like he was too happy about Dr. Francis diagnosing him. And I was like, oh, kind of how the guys felt last season when you and Tiffany, and that's my issue of the issue when it comes to Tiffany and Lewis. Last season, Tiffany and Lewis were the perfect couple, but this season they have marital issues. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you can't have marital issues. But last season, Tiffany and Lewis were talking to each other, everybody, like they were a perfect couple. They had only been together, married a year. They were the perfect couple. They were giving advice to Marceau and to Letitia and Maurice and Kimmy. And they were giving unsolicited advice to people. But now this season, they have issues. So when Letitia told Marceau that Kimmy and Reese are coming, he cool with that. Then she said the Whitlows. His face was like, what? The Whitlows? You can tell he does not care for them. And we are on the same page, Marceau, we are on the same page with that one. We are on the same page with that one. And then you guys, this last scene of the episode with Melody. So Melody went ahead and made those shirts out of that quote that she said to Destiny, I got coins to make, not friends to fake, or something like that. And, you know, she's, like I said earlier, she was the co-host at the amphitheater. So she's there. Her mom is there. And remember, this isn't her weekend with the kids, but Martell, and despite the fact that I don't like Martell, you guys, this was very big of Martell. This is actually what Melody could have did when he did that book signing. She didn't have to. I'm going to go back to saying she did not have to do that, but it would have been big of her, because he brought the kids to support their mother. And I was like, oh, no, that was really nice. Again, don't see it from Martell Holt, but that was sweet of him. But that's the episode, you guys. The first half of this season hasn't been much. We talked about the picture for a few episodes. Then we talked about, what the hell did we talk about after that? Melody and, Galentine's Day. It ain't been much, but hey, we'll be back September for the second half of the season. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode, and we will discuss it in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves. Remember, you guys, wash your hands, wear a mask, socially distance, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Oh yeah, you guys, so also, before we go, P-Valley as well as The Shy, they will be up sometime tonight, if not early in the morning. But I will have them up for you guys very soon. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.